Hi guys, Colin James Potter here once again, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Right guys, first thing I want to say is that our hearts here go out to the Ukraine families affected by the Ukraine-Russian war. Yeah, I mean, we really do, hand on heart, feel for these people at this moment in time. Unprovoked attacked by that, well, warlord Putin. That's all I'm going to say. I just hope with all the supplies that have been given around the world, both humanitarian supplies and military supplies, helps. That's all I'm going to say. And yeah, right, let's crack on. In front of you is a Logik TV. That's a smart TV, and I've just got a normal digital aerial going to it at this moment in time, which is attached to the house outside, funnily enough. So last night I was trying to watch some TV, and I don't know whether it'll do it now, but let's turn it on and wait for it to boot up. There we go. Right, as you can see, it's artifacting, and sometimes the signal goes completely. See, it's having a real struggle there. Just turn it off. Right, so I'm going to do a repair video on it, just in case you guys have a similar problem. Now I've checked the supply coming in with my signal strength meter, and it's good. It's a nice strong signal coming from the aerial uninterrupted. So the fault, I think, is the socket on the television itself. The plug going in, I redid the plug just to make sure, and that's all good. So I'm going to take it off the wall, take it apart, and hopefully we should be able to see what is exactly, what's exactly wrong with it and repair it. So, if any of you out there are having problems like this, your aerial's good, the lead's good, plug's good, but it's still artifacting and losing signal, always a good idea to get the input signal checked with a signal strength meter, sorry, just to make sure that it's not the transmitter or the actual people broadcasting that have got the problems. In this case, it's the TV. So yeah, let's do some taking apart then. Right, so the TV's off the wall and the wire is out of the trunking there. So what I did, I cut the old plug off the aerial lead last night, and I put this new one on, but it didn't make any difference. Like I said, I think the fault is in the TV rather than the aerial and the lead and the plug. Right, so here is a telly. Now the noise in the background, I've got my daughter and 2 grandchildren over, so okay, the first thing you want to do is remove the back plate. So it's quite tight. Oh my God. Right. That's that off. Now the problem, I think, hang on a minute. Georgia. 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 Georgia.
Georgia. Yes.
It's not what, it's pardon.
Huh?
You can't, you can't sing. I'm trying to do a video. Shut up.
Mum!
Sorry about that, guys.
I'm delete it.
No, you won't keep your gob shut.
It's because I was just messing around with the kids. I wasn't doing my proper voice.
Sorry about that. I bet she'll be embarrassed now. Right, so the problem I think is this socket here is loose. If not this outside earth bit, definitely the inside, because when you've got the plug in there and you wiggle the plug about, it loses the picture and it comes back again. So what we want to do is we want to get at that inside here, and I got a funny feeling it's going to be a dry joint, so just have a little look around the TV here. Right guys, looking at this, it looks like this hub here is separate to this, so it looks like we've only got to undo that one, that one, that one, that one. There's one here, there's one there and one there, one here. Did I say this one? So yeah, I think if you undo all them, this centre part will lift away and we won't have to bother going around all the other screws. I mean, it seems pointless taking the whole thing apart just to get at one module, so it looks like in the design they've thought that through. Right, okay, well I'm going to take these screws out and come back to you when we got this off, hopefully. Right, so I've unscrewed all them and there's a little bit of resistance there. I'll just check my screws. Okay. Ah, right. This whole module here, this cover, is actually connected to this part here. So we've got to undo a few more, guys. These here, this one, these two. There's one here, one there, and two there. So all the screws you see on this part going through here, this one there, just undo. Right, I'll come back to you when I've done that. Right, okay, see what happens. Excellent. Right, that can go down on the floor for a minute. There we go. Stay. Right. Okay, what have we got? Here's the RF receiver bit. It looks as though it has a little lid on it. I'll just take this bit of tape off here and then have a good old look to see how this lid actually comes off. Now they usually just pull off, but I'm not too sure on this one. I haven't seen this one before, so I'll have a quick look, see how that comes off, and then I shall reveal all. Right, sussed it, guys. The easiest way to get the lid off of this RF unit is with just a small screwdriver, flat bladed, and get under the tab here like that and just push, and you will find that this lid will just pop off. So that's good. So we'll just lift it off. If it won't lift off, sometimes they're soldered at the ends here, but what you can do is you can just sort of wiggle it about a bit and then it will just pop off like that. Right, now let me get you in there for a close look. Right, that's better. You can see now. Now I'm suspecting that, let's see that, hang on a minute. See that solder joint just there, well that actually comes off of the central connector of this aerial socket, so I'm suspecting that that's a dry joint there. You know, it's got a little tiny hairline crack around the pin stopping it from conducting with the rest of the board. I can't quite see it there on the LCD camera screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my jeweller's glass and have a look at that, see if there's any, if that's a dry joint there or not. And I'll be right back. Interesting. It's intermittent. So I've had a look at it under my jeweller's glass, which is this little gadget here. I had a look under there. I don't know whether the camera can see it. It'd be good if it did. But that solder joint, when I looked at it with my eye under there, it didn't look that great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the soldering gun out and the soldering iron gun, same thing I guess. And I'm going to give that a little some new solder on there, I think, and then we'll test that out. Right, I'm just waiting for my trusty portable soldering iron to warm up so I can give that little joint there a new leash of life. And while I'm waiting for that to warm up, I was actually thinking it's a good job that I didn't have to start desoldering all this stuff to try and get at the other side of this to find out if the central connection came through to the back of this board. Luckily it does, through just there as I showed you just now, and the earth is connected to the shielding around the outside, so that's good. I had a moment there. I had what I call a fill moment. I won't go into that, but you know. But yeah, so once this gets hot enough and the solder starts to run on the tip there, yeah, let's go in there and give that a new lease of life. Right guys, as you can see, I've retreated that joint there with some fresh solder. I think it looks better now than it did before. To be honest, it did take a little bit of solder, a bit more than I actually thought, so maybe the joint was a bit drier than we anticipated. Maybe it wanted a little bit more than it had from the factory, and that's why over time it's failed. But we shall see, we shall see. Right, now while I've got my test probe in there and the meter's still on, I'm just going to check the connection over here. Oops, where are we? There we are. Oops, come on. Well, that's good, because when I checked that one earlier it was like intermittent when I moved the negative probe. Let's check this one. I mean, it sounds good guys, so I mean, I think we should just put it back together and give it a whirl. That's all we can do. I mean, I could try it as it is actually, because having the top cover off isn't going to affect, you know, isn't going to affect how we test it. So right, let's do that then. I don't know where I'm coming or going today, guys. So what I thought I'd do is to test it. Obviously that doesn't go on there, does it? Because I've got to put the little shield back on, because we need that, because we don't know, you know, how she's going to react without her shield back on. So I'm going to pop that back on. Let me get you in camera shot. There we go. There you go. That lid clips back on like so, which is good. I've put this shield back up, not shield, I've put this part of the chassis back on. Now it goes on so that the computer socket and the aerial socket poke through like that, and then you've got your access to your USBs and whatnot. So that goes back on next with those two screws. And I thought I might as well put it all back together. I mean, if it works, brilliant. But if it doesn't, then, you know, there's a bit more involved, and must admit, for the layman, you probably wouldn't attempt it. I certainly wouldn't fancy having a go at it, because you're getting right into the thing then. And if you take it into a shop, they're probably going to say it's going to be cheaper to buy a new television than it is to repair it. I always say that, don't they? We can't repair it, so it's beyond economical repair, meaning it'll be cheaper to buy a new set. Well, if you can fix these things, guys, with a little bit of help from me, just a little bit, then that's brilliant. But if not, then, well, we tried, didn't we? So, right, the next part to go on is this big cover. Now, hopefully, go on. Should go on. Yes, there we go. Just make sure it all lines up, guys. Yes, it looks good. Now remember that these screws here are an M3 thread, right? So that'll be a little black screw with a thread on it. Let me just get one out for you. There you go, it's going to be one of those. Camera will focus, should do. There you go, it's going to be one with a thread on it. They go there, there, and there, and in there. Around the outside perimeter, I believe, yes. The ones that go here are going to be self-tappers. That's there, 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 there. Sorry. That one. I don't know what I'm doing today. That one. And that one. You'll get it. I'm sure you will. So I'm going to secure that and be right back with you. Right guys, I'll put it all back together and actually put it back on the wall, put the cabling back in the trunk in, levelled it up, and it seems to be working. Now I don't know why, but the camera seems to be showing the screen being a little bit bluer than it should be, but it's not. The colours are fine. I don't know why. Perhaps the colour balance of the camera is slightly out. But anyway, it's working. So yeah, there you go. How to fix a dodgy aerial socket on your Logik television set. Yeah, brilliant. Right, that's it then, guys. Oh, I just mentioned that that was definitely a channel I was having artifact problems with, and not a channel that was receiving a weak signal. This is exactly the same channel that I showed you earlier, where it was lost signal altogether. Right, so that is it. I'm off. I don't know, I might see if I can just think of something else to do a repair video on, but for now that's it. So take care, guys, and cue Anna.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon for a notification of future videos by Colin. And thank you for watching. Check out Colin's electronic music. His albums are available from Amazon, Apple Music, iTunes, etc. All the most popular digital download sites. Go Google his full name and listen to his music today.